All right, guys, we're gonna touch a very controversial subject called race. So, um, let's say it like this. If you're Caucasian, you can start clapping. No, I'm just kidding. But if they're generally have a higher net worth than all other races combined. Yeah. Like I'm looking at a graph right now. This is US Federal Reserve data. And by net worth, you know how skewed it is? It's pretty bad. And I'm gonna give you guys a little warm up, a little teaser. What do you mean, honey? A little teaser. Oh man. All right. Well, I'll tell you what's in this teaser. We're talking median net worth. But no. Let's talk about this teaser. Uh, I have my friends are Irish. And I've noticed they've never really had money troubles. I even asked, his mom. I was like, I didn't even ask her. She kind of brought it up. She's like, my son's always been frugal, and then, that's just how he always was. And I was like, how the heck? I was like, I was never frugal. And I'd look at him and I'd be like, wow, this kid never has money problems. And no matter what the circumstances, and they've been broke before, and I've seen it before, but it was, it's just his mindset. And then I've lived with them for a few months, and I noticed, they cooked every day. They didn't order food every day. They ate leftovers. And I was like, wow, you know, and not that I didn't do that in my family, but it was just, I guess, more or less, they were just frugal. I wasn't really, I guess, being Americanized and going and then partying and clubbing and college parties. Your values can just get thrown out the window. So I'm glad I kind of had that experience to live with another family, and then also kind of called his dad my rich dad because every morning he'd school me on money. He's like, "What are you doing with this?" He's like, "You got your paycheck. What are you gonna do?" And those weren't even thoughts in my head. And then he's like, "You can't be living paycheck to paycheck." And then I had a light bulb in my head, and I was like, "Whoa." And I still see him day to day, here and there. And the first thing he's gonna talk to me about is money, and I'm like, "Wow." These aren't even conversations I have with, my actual family members, which because it kind of motivates me to get more. Um, and he's never talking about little money. It's always big money, and it kind of puts a spark in your brain. You're like, wow, my whole life I was programmed to be little money, you know? So let's get back to the topic, so and they're Irish, so Dutch people, they're generally frugal, so a lot of the Dutch millionaires, and there are a majority of millionaires here, um, they always stay frugal. And they pass that on to their family members, and that's just natural to them, which was cool analyzing them. And I'm going to talk about now the Germans. The Germans, um, see, the thing is, there's when they come here, there's not a lot of them, but when they come here, they're very, very rich, and that's the difference between them and a lot of other Europeans. Europeans. That's just like Mercedes-Benz, they're top notch. And then Russians, when they come here, they all come here rich. Like it is weird. Like they're not coming here less than 1 million. Like typically it's so it, it, it's that's why the net worth's all kind of messed up. So it says net worth by race households. White or Caucasian, 20K. Other, which is Asian, 9K. This is the median net worth. Caucasian 20K, Asian 9K, Hispanic it says 9K. It's more like 7K now. And this is under 35 years old. And then a black African American 2K. That would just make, like, I'm African American. That made me want to punch a hole in the wall. And then, you do 9 plus 9 plus 2, 9 plus 7 plus 2, that's 20K. Like, and this is from, this is actually a survey. This isn't Federal Reserve data, but it's pretty, pretty accurate if you ask me. I think so. Um, they even have it by median net worth, race and income. So, let me zoom in. So if you make an income, I'm not gonna look at the lower income. Well, let's look at if you make under 25K, it says Caucasian 13K. Caucasians always make half of, they always like, so it's half of their income. For some reason, this is based on median, they're always killing everybody. African American 3K, Hispanic 4K. This is making under 25K. That's terrible. If they make 13K, so it's like you're killing the dude who makes 40K a year regardless. So you got to think, yeah, it's like whoa. I don't know what goes down in the South. But and then it says income 25K to 50K. Black person 14K median, Hispanic 16K, Asian 18K, white 80K. And keep in mind this is 25 to 50K earners, so you could tell Caucasian people invest their money. They save it, but they definitely invest it. Real estate, properties, things like that. Some things you might want to start doing well, you know. Don't just start a business to start a business. Start multiple streams of business. Not everyone can start a business. There's other things you could do. But 50K to 100K, white person 180K, other person is 127K, Hispanic 48K, black 59K. So blacks are finally getting up. But as you notice, the white person, they're still doing twice. Their net worth is still twice their income. You know, yeah, it's crazy, huh? They don't do it backwards. They're doing it forwards. And then income of 100,000 plus. White 700,000. Other 500,000. Black 200,000. So that person's obviously smarter, but why doesn't if he's making 200,000, well, he needs to start saving more because the Caucasian person is doing something. And they've always been doing that. And this is education. This is not to compare, but I was like, this kind of gives me the feel knowing I'm not going to be a statistic out here. My goal here is not even to raise a statistic. Hopefully, I raise awareness, and on top of that, I hope all of my subscribers get rich too. But guys, this is kind of what motivates you. I hope this puts a burning desire somewhere, in you, and then that motivates you to go hard. Um, I'm looking at another chart. We're done with race. I don't even care about that. It says the net worth of millennials has dropped by 35%. Back in 1995, the net worth of a millennial was 12,000 in 1995. In 2004, it was 8,000. Now 2014, it's 6,500. And now with the coronavirus happening, we don't have net worth. This is adjusted for inflation. So it's just to show you they don't really teach us this is well we need networks. I mean we need to have a network. And what does our network have to consider of? What should it consist of? We need emergency savings. We need retirement. So putting 5,000 a year in your retirement. On top of that, having 10,000 in your emergency. We need your emergency account. We also need our bank balance is higher. We need liquid cash coming in. Yeah, you can have all this money tied up in the market, but if you don't have if you don't if you don't do anything with it, like put it in a CD or money market or put it in crypto, it's not going to do anything or real estate. You got to realize a lot of these, the Europeans that came here, a lot of them had real estate too, and they've been doing that in the family. I'm not saying it was given to them because most millionaires, 80% of them didn't get an inheritance. But you got to realize that shows you something. They don't have all their money in stocks, so put your money in stocks. Don't make excuses. There's other things you could do to build wealth. So nothing should hold any of my subscribers back. That's what I'm trying to instill in you guys. So we're done with the numbers. I'm done doing videos like this. I'm actually going to be talking about the market. This was kind of just like motivation and showing you guys kind of how the world works. So have a good day.